Hello, I'm Jaynee from Messages from Heaven by Jaynee. I don't know why I look, well, whatever. Okay. I look like I'm looking this way. Wait, whatever. But, okay, here, I'll look right at the camera and maybe that'll help. I wanted to talk about nosy neighbors. I know that's a problem for people. There are people who have neighbors who have cameras on their houses pointed directly at bathrooms or bedrooms of whoever it is, like young girls or the mother. I mean, there are really ignorant people. I mean, there are people around who do things like that. So I wanted to say it's very hard, and I don't know if it's really illegal. Um, and well, people have a lot of excuses that they make um, for what they do. So if you find that there's a neighbor with a camera pointed at either where your kids are playing or somewhere really inappropriate, um, you can, number one, talk to them and ask them if they would mind changing the direction of their camera. Maybe they don't know and it was an accident. Um, or if they say, I don't know how to fix it. Um, my son put it up, or my uncle, or whatever. Somebody put it up, and I don't know how to fix it. You can offer to help them with it. They probably are not going to want that. Um, and if everything comes to nothing and they don't want to change the direction of the camera, which is not going to help them in any way because it's not pointed at anywhere near their front door or back door, um, you can put a camera on your house pointed at something appropriate at theirs and see if that gets them. I hate to say that to do that, but um, that might help change it. It's not okay for them to do it. And you can also ask the police. It depends on where you live, whether the police will even respond. And if they respond, they may or may not be willing to go to the other person. It's just unknown how that would be. So I will try to find out more ways to deal with them in the future because I know it's a big deal and a lot of people do it. A lot of times it's after an argument and then they point it at the people. Um, Sometimes there are neighbors who steal things, and of course it's after the fact, but you're trying to stop it from happening again. So anyway, I recognize it is a problem, and I will try to find more ways to deal with it. The other thing that uh, is common to even where we lived in Philadelphia, and we had really lovely neighbors. At one point, one of our neighbors, who I loved, was screaming at my husband and cursing at him. I don't know why, but and it later on she apologized. But there are people who are never going to apologize, and that you're you're getting ready to park your car, or whatever, you're coming out and they start yelling. They want something from you. They don't want you to plant trees, or they do want you to plant trees, or they don't want you to plant flowers. They want this, they don't want that, they don't want you to um, build the extension, they don't want you to put up a fence, on and on and on and on. What's the best thing to do? Best thing to do is not to get into an argument with them, because especially if this is a person with whom you haven't even argued before. If you have argued with them before, say, hmm, I'll think about that. Thank you. Get the hell in your car and get out of there. or go in your house, and that's it. Person may change their attitude, who knows, but you don't want to interact with them. That's it. Um, doesn't pay. It just gets worse and worse. And if they call the police on you, tell the police, uh, I don't know what, if you're putting an offense and it's legally okay to do it, there's nothing they can say. They just don't want you to do it and are yelling and screaming at you because they think maybe that will stop you. Uh, it's your house. Respect yourself. Respect what you need, and it's not your responsibility to take care of the other person. You may have a nut on one side. A lot of people are nuts, and they think that getting therapy shows they're nuts. It's quite the opposite. But anyway, respect yourself. Do what you need to do, and don't worry about the idiot next door. Okay, if you have any questions, write to me here or at Spiritsbyjaynee on gmail.com. I do readings, and I do readings for people, especially who have lost family to addiction. That's free. If that has happened, I can definitely reach your loved ones. I do it all the time. I talk to people I grew up with, adults when I was a child, and I was talking to my neighbor from 60 years ago today. She made Greek spaghetti, and I was apologizing because if you know Greek spaghetti, it's wonderful. But if you're an 8-year-old kid like I was, say, well, where's the red sauce? No meatballs. It just Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely evening. Take care. Bye bye now.